Hi, welcome to another PhatPhish tutorial, and today we're going to be looking at the tuning options for PhatPhish. When you start PhatPhish up, by default it's laid out like this. It's a 6-string guitar fingerboard in standard tuning, but there's a few things that we can do to change the layout of that fingerboard to get it more in keeping with the instrument that perhaps you use on a day-to-day basis. So if you go to the options menu and click on tuning, dialog pops up that looks like this. That instrument section up at the top, we can pick the instrument type. That really just influences the sound that the instrument has if you're using any of the playback options like playing through the scales or using plectrum mode. But you can also select the number of strings that you can see on the fingerboard. So if you're a bass player, you might want to see 4 strings or 5 strings perhaps. The tuning section allows you to specify which note individual strings are tuned to. There's a little speaker icon next to each individual string. If you click on that, it'll actually play just that note, which is quite handy if you want to use PhatPhish to help you get your guitar into tune. Okay, so if we just select, say, a 7-string option here and click on OK, so you can see it retunes that virtual fingerboard as a 7-string guitar. Okay, we'll go back to the tuning options dialog now, and let's select a different instrument just for the sound. Let's select a bass type of sound, and in keeping with that, we'll pick a 4-string instrument. As you can see, it's grayed out some of the strings there and just left us with the 4 strings that we'd normally see on a bass guitar. Because we've come from a guitar starting point, those are all like 1 octave too high, so we can click on that all minus 1 octave button down the bottom right hand corner there. As you can see, it drops the octave. In tuning terms, that doesn't make any difference to what you see visually, but if you're using any of the playback options, it'll play the note in the right octave so that it's commensurate with your instrument if you're playing a bass. So click on OK, and as you can see, it's changed the layout of the fingerboard to a 4-string bass guitar layout. Okay, let's go back to that tuning dialog now and just click everything back up by 1 octave, set it to a 6-string guitar. Easy way to do that is just click on standard, and it gets us to a standard 6-string guitar tuning. For our convenience, we'll just select the instrument type to acoustic guitar, steel strings, so it sounds like that when we use any of the play options. Now if we click on all minus 1 semitone, what it's going to do is detune all of those strings by 1 semitone. It detunes them all in parallel. Click that again, takes us down to what should be quite a common tuning you might recognize if you play heavy metal. The whole guitar detuned by 2 semitones. If you click on OK, then it'll show you all those scales as it would be on a guitar that's tuned down by 2 semitones. What we can also do though is we can tune individual strings differently. So if we, for instance, we want to go through and tune the guitar to an open major chord, sort of thing that you might see if you're using a slide guitar for blues. So tune that 5th string up by a couple of semitones, 4th string up by a couple of semitones, and the 3rd string up by 1 semitone. So we're tuning the guitar to a D major chord here, and we click on OK. That's the way that it's the C major scale in this example, the way the C major scale would be played, the way that the notes fall on a guitar that's tuned to an open D major chord. Okay, just going back to that tuning dialog. Incidentally, if you notice, the main window for PhatPhish actually shows you when you're in an alternate tuning. If we just go back to the tuning dialog here and just click on standard to get us back to a standard guitar tuning, click on OK, you can see the dialog, the main title goes back to PhatPhish in standard tuning, and it shows us the layout of the C major scale and a 6-string guitar in standard tuning as you'd expect. Okay, so that's just a quick run through on some of the options we can do with tuning PhatPhish Okay, hopefully you found that useful, and you continue to get some fun and some use out of using PhatPhish, and I hope to catch up with you in another tutorial sometime soon. Bye for now.